Hey, welcome back to winter. We had a nice surge into the 50s yesterday. Of course, we got swamped, an inch and a half of rain. Lexington was just shy of an inch at our Mesonet site, but a lot of folks had inch and a half totals. Some folks pushing 1.7 inches, I believe was the top end. So yeah, we got wet. And then the snow came in on the back end of it. And guess what? There still have been a few, at least over the past couple of hours, flurries, light, very light snow showers dying out over far eastern Kentucky. And if we expand the view, well, yeah, we're pretty much done with that mess. So that batch tracks east. We're left in its very cold and cloudy wake. And if we look at the big picture, we've got yet another front coming in. We had one come through this morning. That brought the snow and, of course, the rain yesterday. And it's a 1-2 frontal punch. And the next one coming in is an Arctic front. This one means business. This is some serious cold here. We just got cold. Now we're going to get really cold tonight as that boundary tracks through. And what it will also do is ramp cloud cover back up again. We may get lucky and see a little bit of a break in the clouds later on today for some brief sunshine. We'll help out mention the temperature department. And then here comes that Arctic front I just talked about. Very limited moisture. We could see some flurries, some scattered snow showers, just enough to maybe put down some minor accumulation in spots. And then that tracks through, and then the cold just descends on the Commonwealth, and it's already cold, 25 degrees. Our temperature at the Bluegrass Airport. This is looking downtown via our St. Joseph Health WeatherBug camera from 21C Museum Hotel's vantage point there, and it is just cold. We've got 20s out there. We were in the 50s yesterday, and wind gusts are still popping over 20 miles per hour in the eastern counties, so it feels like it's in the mid-teens. But as far as cold stats go, we have already made it down to single-digit lows in Lexington, something we have yet to do, sub-zero lows. That's not coming anytime soon, but the last low we had at or below zero is when we went to 2 below. That was back in January 6th of 2018. Guess what's coming potentially toward the end of next week? We've got this Arctic air coming in tonight. It'll end up getting a little milder over the weekend, but it's looking like there'll be an even bigger dip and some pretty brutal cold across the Great Lakes, extending right down into the Ohio Valley. This is the kind of stuff we could get into where we're talking about a potential for pipes bursting, that kind of stuff. With just bitter, dangerous cold over the Great Lakes and some of that extending south. And you can see as we get into early February, it'll moderate a little bit and we'll see these big fluctuations. So 8-day storm tracker forecast. We've got some serious ups and downs coming. Around freezing today, not bitter cold, just cold, but could dip into the single digits early tomorrow morning, upper single digits. And then tomorrow, we're only in the low 20s. That's the impact of that Arctic front I was telling you about. That'll bring those flurries and snow showers. A little bit of moderation temperature-wise, still below average in the 30s for highs this weekend. And yeah, some clippers diving through, maybe some rain, snow shower chances Sunday. I don't think it'll amount to much, looking mainly an Ohio impact at this point. But you can clearly see something else is up toward the end of the 8-day forecast. That is that wicked cold that I was just describing, taking a run at us. It's still a ways out there. Remember those numbers out the end of the 8-day, you got to take with a grain of salt. But we may make our first run not just down into the single digits, but just maybe take a crack at sub-zero.
That's a typo. And it's Kentucky. It'll change.